it's Lori, and this is the chaos I just experienced on Wednesday. So, I was talking to Camille on the phone. We were talking about the moth situation, and I'll do a video next week kind of explaining everything I learned and how we should all maybe be cautious bringing any yarn into our house from anywhere, and that includes big box stores because they're not immune. Stuff happens, right? Sorry, grabbing something extreme close up time. Sorry about that. And I see that my oldest daughter is calling. Well, my daughters, they're of that era. They don't call unless it's, I need to talk to you right now. So I'm like, oh, I'll talk to you later. We were mostly done anyway. So I pick up the phone, or actually I missed the call because the call wouldn't let me turn. It was a whole thing, but called her back. And she then told me that her car battery died and she was at the Museum of Nature and Science. Just to put this in perspective, the Museum of Nature and Science is 40 to 50-minute drive from my house. And of course, she has the grandkids, a 2 and a 4-year-old. So I get my stuff together. I neglect to eat anything bad. Don't do that, okay? Make sure you're eating something in the morning, especially, or before you get going with your day. It doesn't have to be first thing, but just before you kind of get going and burning those calories. So I'm about 3 miles from home on my way there, and this is 15 to 20 miles away. And my battery light comes on in the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was not in the car, the EV, the electric vehicle, because my husband had taken it. I wasn't supposed to be leaving the house at all. He was doing an event. So he was occupied. I have to take the van. Well, what's in the van, y'all? What's in the van? All my yarn. All my yarn, except for the bag I have for projects I'm currently working on, the yarn and the Gabby doll parts, and then my first month members stuff, because it was thankfully by accident that I didn't actually put it out there. It's cotton thread, so I'm hoping it's safe, but I put it in a little plastic bag, so it'll be okay. I will put it in. I keep wanting to say I'm going to put it in the microwave. That's not correct. Not going to put it in the microwave. No, the dryer. Although the microwave would probably take care of it. You have to get it to 122 degrees is what Fahrenheit. Be super clear. So that's Fahrenheit. What is that? Is that right at the boiling point? What's boiling in Fahrenheit? I know what it is in Celsius because Celsius is logical. 0 is where water freezes and 100 is where water boils. Logical. Fahrenheit is based on how the temperature feels, is how I've heard it. So anyway, random tangents. That's what you get here. All right, so all the yarn is in my car. And I'm like, am I even going to be able to jumpstart my daughter's car? Okay, so we get there. We follow the directions. There's a very specific sequence. She had jumper cables. We follow the sequence. Her car starts. You have to leave it running for a certain amount of time. Blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe you've never had to do that. Well, I was glad I would have taken the van either way, or I was glad that my husband didn't take the van, even though it had all the yarn and this stinking battery light came on, which freaked me out. Well, it worked just fine. Got her car started, but I'm like, the whole van smelled like antifreeze, coolant, whatever you might call it, wherever you live. And I'm like, this is not good, but it wasn't overheating. There was no steam or anything. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's okay, but it wasn't warming up the air. So I'm like, this is, not good. So of course my husband is doing an honor guard event, which means he is in front of people holding a flag for ceremonious. Like he can't talk to me. He can't talk to me till he was all done. So I just texted him, call me when you are actually available. Because again, I know he's not fully available. And my daughter's husband was out of town. Let me throw that in there because it was the 1 week in May that he actually had to travel for work. So are you putting the pieces together that this was all just the perfect storm? That's what happened. Again, I would have had to take the van anyway because I really don't know if you can jump a regular car battery with an electric vehicle. I don't know. I have to research. I don't know. If anybody knows, put what you know in the comments because I think the answer is no, you can't. But I could be wrong. Anyway, so my yarn's on this trip and I'm like, it smells like antifreeze in it. Anyway, so she found a parts store, which I discovered is not a common thing in other countries. Like we can go, there's 3 or 4 different large brand auto parts stores, so you can just fix your car yourself. So anyway, I follow her to this auto parts store, which is really close. And then she buys the battery and changes the battery. And then, of course, I'm there to be with the kids while she's in the store doing this. And I, of course, forgot me moth snacks. That was problematic. But I went in the store when she did her part and I could go in the store. I bought them some me moth snacks. And Sarah, my daughter, says, thanks, Mom. You bought her crack. And let me tell you what it was. For my 4-year-old, I bought her the little Nerds clusters, which are basically like little fruit snacks covered in Nerds, the candy, like squished in there. She loves them. And then her tummy hurt because she ate too many. So that was a me ma bad. But I got him, I got them both to share because they were large bags because, that's what was available. And I raced out of the house, so I didn't bring what I needed to bring. Anyway, so that was the chaos of that. But when we pulled in and parked, I'm like, oh, my car really smells like antifreeze now. And it's steaming. It's overheating, basically. So now there is more to this story if you want. I'll finish a little bit, but there's a whole lot more of the details that I'm leaving out here. If you want to become a member or you missed the members live, you can hear the whole story because there's other details to my mess of Wednesday. So finally, AAA says they'll be there in a half hour to pick up my car. I'm like, okay, well, I already need a windshield wiper and some different things in the auto parts store anyway for the EV, the electric vehicle. So I'm like, I can easily kill a half an hour in this store. So I let my daughter go home with the grandkids, and she had her new battery, and now we didn't have to worry about her car not starting again because that's all it was. So I get a call at the time. I'm thinking I'm going to get a tow truck. Apparently that's what the half hour was. You'll get a call in a half hour. So when I explained to the tow truck driver where I was, he's like, oh, I'll be there in about an hour. Okay, cool. So then I call my husband because he's done with his thing, and he comes and to meet me. Well, he actually, because now it's later in the day and it was raining and there was traffic everywhere because now it's rush hour-y time of day. He gets there right as the tow truck driver is hooking up the vehicle. It's a really good thing that my husband understands that I just don't really think about the implications of what I'm saying. My exact text was to my husband. Well, he's hooking up right now, but he should be done by the time you get here. I'll just let you enjoy that I said that. Yeah. Anyway, so I got that all. It's towed to the. I had my husband call the auto parts or our mechanic, which is down by our house. Which again, we're nowhere near. Again, there's more chaos that's involved in here, but I'm not going to get into that because I've already talked for a long time about this. But it got towed with all my yarn to the mechanics. So my yarn is on an adventure. Maybe it'll get hot enough inside the mechanics bays. I think that's what they call. I don't know. It's still not warm here. It's still, it's warmer, but it's not cold anymore, but it's not warm. And remember, I said 122 degrees. So I think what I'm going to just have to do is once we steam clean the carpets, I'm going to have to put all the skeins that I can. Anything that's not going to felt, which I don't have very much plain wool like because super wash is fine. I can touch super wash, but put them in the little bags. Do I have one up here? I thought I had one up here, but I don't seem to have one up here. And put them in the dryer to kill any larvae, because that's why you heat treat. Because freezing would kill the already born ones. It's the heat that kills the larvae. So I am still working on Gabby's dollhouse's hair. I thought it was done. I was done with the first piece. There's 3 pieces. So hair is my favorite on dolls because it's curly hair. Like Moana's. Still, this is easier than Moana's. Like significantly. Yep, it all goes back to that is my comparison. That doll is fantastic, but I don't ever want to make it again. Because that hair and the detail of that. It's an incredible doll. And my grandson in California absolutely loves it. So it's worth it. But so then yesterday, my granddaughter asked about her Gabby doll. I said, well, I'm working on the hair. I have all the other parts made. Everything will need to get sewn together, but I'm working on her hair right now. So that's taking me a little while. She goes, oh, have you made Fairy Cat yet? I said, honey, you asked for Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse. You did not ask for Fairy Cat. If she asked for Fairy Cat, It would have been done a month ago. Fairy Cat's tiny. Fairy Cat's adorable too, by the way. Fairy Cat's so cute. Anyway, all from Gabby's dollhouse. So I told her, well, when I finish Gabby, then I can work on Fairy Cat. And also, when I get my yarn back, but that's a whole different thing because I was explaining that all my yarn was in the van, and she's like, oh, what about my Gabby doll? I said, no, I kept the things I'm working on. So I still have my Stitcherhood blanket. I have my Izzy Pop Designs blanket that I'm working on, and I have one more project in there. Oh, my son-in-law's Dungeons and Dragons corner to corner graph can. I have all the yarn in a plastic bag, so I have all of those here still. So I have plenty to work on top of the diamond painting I started. I really would like to start working on Lori Armchair Chef's diamond painting. I want to get it really set up nicely so I can be efficient in getting it done. But I'll make sure all of that's filmed, and some of it will be video, some of it will be live. I still am super impressed with that Dollar Tree diamond painting, and I think these from Art Dot, like 12 for the price this was, 12 whole kits that are really nice quality art. Again, the Art Dot is a nice brand. And Paula McNally's name gives you a discount. I'll link that just in case you missed that, or I'll repeat that information. I did like the little pin to pick up the things, but the boxes I used made that not work very well. But anyway, yeah, that was my Wednesday. So my Friday finished. No, nothing's finished because my whole plan yesterday was completely ruined. I wasn't planning on leaving the house at all. Like literally at all. And instead, I was gone from my house from what time? 1 o'clock-ish to 6:30 or 7 p.m. 1 p.m. to 6:30 or 7 p.m. Did I have anything I could work on? No. Some of that was driving. Some of that was waiting. But some things got resolved, again, in the member's life. If you aren't a member and want to be a member, that there are affordable options. I made the prices very reasonable. You can go back and watch if you want more details. Because, yeah, more chaos happened than even what I said here, which I've already talked for a very long time. So, Gabby, I left downstairs. I apologize for that. Sunday, expect a tutorial for the member sunflower bookmark, or however you want to use it, that I made, because that is my own design. You do not have to use thread, and you do not have to use a tiny hook. The pattern could easily be adapted to any yarn and any appropriate hook size. I would go hook size down one, but I'll explain all that in there. So again, it does not have to be a teeny tiny item. And it was my submission for Lexi's Magical Make-Along, which is the theme is Here Comes the Sun. You have till the end of June to submit to her. You submit a photograph. She's a member, so I sent her one. So she had one in person that she could show people, which was kind of fun. I think that was fun for her to be able to do. But yeah, so expect that tutorial. It's pretty short. It's literally 3 rounds. And I'll talk about the starting. I use a magic ring, but you do not have to do that. You could do maybe a 3 chain, whatever works. But I'll talk about that in the video too. So the other thing is, it's not this month, but because of how it happened, we're celebrating, my husband and I are 10 years married on Saturday, about a month ahead of time, more than a month ahead of time, because we're going to go see a live interactive dinner show version of Faulty Towers. So anyone in the UK probably knows about this show. If you are in the US, I recommend watching it. Or Canada or Australia, maybe you guys have heard of it too. FAWLTY, Faulty Towers. It's about a hotel run by a husband and wife, and John Cleese is the main actor. He's the main character, and it's so funny, and it's chaos and disaster. So I cannot wait, and I will give you a full report on how that dinner, if it comes to your city, if it's worth going ahead and going. We're doing a matinee just because that's how it worked out for us. Plus, my head tends to be more cooperative if it's in the middle of the day, and we didn't want to take any chances that I had any kind of migraine symptoms that would take me out of the game. So anyway, that's what's going on. Again, I didn't show you a darn thing, but that's okay. Friday fun, or fiasco, is what I'm calling this. You just heard about the fiasco. Thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? Hugs from Mima Potato Head. She's missing an ear. That's unfortunate. I need Linda Saxida to make me an ear for her that stays put. I don't know where that ear is. Okay, well, that's going to be a new adventure. But yes, my yarn is at the mechanics. Can they fix my moth problem? You think? Anyway, so taking it all with a grain of salt. Yeah, it's okay. Hugs from me, whatever kind of hug you need. I did that last time too. Why can't I do it? Okay. Those kind of hugs, these kind of hugs, whatever kind of hug you need. And I genuinely hope to see you again. Oh, you matter and kindness matters. Bye.